You're looking at pictures of an explosion right near Waco, Texas, about 18 miles away. This is a fertilizer plant. There was an explosion there around 7:50 Texas time tonight. That's Central Time. A very severe explosion. Right now, the area around it is being evacuated. People in the neighborhood have told us that they've been evacuated. Our understanding is that the reason is that there is a second tank of fertilizer which has not yet exploded, but that they are afraid might. There are many injuries. They are serious injuries. We're not yet sure on whether there are fatalities. We're trying to get this information as it comes in. And the pictures you're looking at now, we took just a few moments ago. The helicopters have been asked to leave the area. There's now an FAA flight restriction over this plant. Up to about 3,000 feet. So when we are able to get you more pictures, we will do that. But this is about what it looks like right now. And I want to bring back now Glenn Robinson, the CEO of Hillcrest Hospital. Glenn, the situation, we talk every 10 minutes here, it seems, this hour, and every time it changes dramatically. How many people have now come into the hospital?
We now have, Aaron, a total of 66 patients that we have officially registered and are seeing. And many of those patients, in fact, 38 of those we would list as seriously injured. We're being told by the triage station that is set up by our Heart of Texas RAC there in West that we have seen, fortunately, at this time, we have probably seen the worst of the serious injuries. We are continuing to treat minor injuries there, and they're being transported to our facility as well. And so at this hour, we hopefully will not see many more serious injuries coming. However, because of the devastation that I'm being told that exists there on the scene, it's hard to say for sure what we can see throughout the evening.
Glenn, are you aware at this point of any fatalities? When you talk about some of these people being seriously injured, can you tell me a little bit more?
Yes, of course, we have not received any word of the number of fatalities. Fortunately, at this hour, everyone that we have received here continues to remain in serious or critical condition. Some of the patients have been taken to surgery. We have had two children that we were supported by our Scott and White Children's Hospital, McLean Children's Hospital down in Temple, which is 30 miles from here. They're part of our system. And we felt those children needed a higher level of pediatric subspecialty care, so they were immediately transported there.
Yes.
And I am being told that our burn patients have been appropriately being referred to the Dallas area to Parkland, which operates a burn center there. And so burn patients would be going there. Trauma would be coming here to Hillcrest, being backed up by Scott and White Memorial in Temple, and we've also received fabulous community support from Providence Hospital here in Waco as well. I would say, Aaron, that I know that there have got to be people watching tonight that have loved ones living in that west area, and we have set up a special hotline number here at Hillcrest for them to call. It's 254-202-1100. That's 254-202-1100. They can call and give us their information, and as soon as we can find out information about their loved one, we can help them by confirming either they're here and try to get them whatever appropriate information that we can at that particular time. So I know that folks have to be worried, and we want to try to minister to them as well.
All right, Glenn, thank you very much. Thank you very much. We appreciate your time again, sir. As he said, 66 patients now have sought medical care, 38 of them seriously injured. I want to go to George Smith now, the head of emergency services in West Texas. George, we have seen a lot of conflicting reports on fatalities. What are you able to tell us?
Well, we don't know for sure yet. There's rumors of a large number of fatalities. The fire is still going on. There's chemicals. We also have a team from Texas Waco from Texas A&M coming down to search and rescue. We've got a lot of collapsed buildings that we need their help to get into. Like I said, there's going to be a community of the houses in addition to the nursing home. And we've got to get in there and make everything clear. And I'm sure there's going to be some seriously injured people if they're trapped in those houses. There are several houses collapsed we know of. So it's still a very fluid situation.
And George, of course, you talk about the rumors of the large number. Again, we don't at this point know either. But what about the status of the first responders? I know a lot of people rushed to the scene trying to help. There was the fire, there was the heat, there was the chemicals. Do you know anything about the status of the first responders?
Well, we sent an EMS stuff, and unfortunately there are 2 confirmed fatalities from STMS. And then the understanding that there's some 3 fatalities from West Fire. But we don't know for sure. I can't get close enough because of the danger to confirm that. But it's been confirmed to me that the West TNS fatalities.
All right, George, thank you very much. We'll be checking back in with you to try to get more information as you understand it. But to all of you watching this, just talking to George and Glenn, you have an understanding of how quickly this is developing and how fluid this situation is right now. All we know at this point was that this was a massive explosion, and it has caused an extensive amount of damage and injured seriously a lot of people. That's all we know at this time. But as we find out more information, and of course hoping that there were not fatalities, that was limited. But at this point, we just don't know. Again, the pictures that you're looking at right now give you a feeling for just how severe and massive this explosion was. These were taken just a couple of moments ago because there is now an FAA flight restriction over this plant, which, as I have said, is about 18 miles from Waco, Texas. As we try to get an understanding of how severe the situation is, you should understand, while it is a relatively rural area, West Texas is the name of the town, there was a nursing home which Reuters has reported partially collapsed. We're unsure about that, and also unsure about the status of the people who lived in that and the people who worked with them. And also there was an apartment complex nearby. People a mile away have spoken to me saying that their windows were blown out and it sounded like a bomb exploded just in their backyard. And they have been evacuated now because of worries that a second fertilizer tank could explode, which right now has not yet done so. We're going to take a break. We're going to come back with more of our breaking news coverage in a moment.